Greetings friends, hope you're fine. I just want to share with you about the spiritual eyes. Do you know that however much you have the physical eyes, but you also need to have and activate your spiritual eyes, because life is spiritual. Spiritual eyes are the eyes that enable you to see the spiritual realities. Our physical eyes can only perceive the material things, which helps us to see, which helps us to do many things. But actually also you need to have the spiritual eyes. One of the most critical problems that we're having in church today, and many believers are facing today, is lack of spiritual eyes. I pray that may God open your spiritual eyes so as you can see what God has prepared for you. When you go through the Bible, there was a man called Prophet Elisha, and he had a servant. And one time the Syrian army attacked them. And when they were attacked by the Syrian army, the servant of Elisha became scared. But actually, this man called Elisha, he was confident. And he told his servant, you know what? There are many who are on our side than those ones who have attacked us. As long as you have the spiritual eyes, you cannot fear. You will always know that, you know what? My God lives, and I know He's on my side. So always, I want to urge you that may you have, and may you always activate your spiritual eyes. And Elisha prayed for the servant, and his eyes were opened, and he saw horses and chariots on the mountains surrounding them, and he no more again feared. It's my prayer that may God open up your spiritual eyes, because with the spiritual eyes, you will always be confident. The spiritual eyes enable you to see the evil plans of the enemy against your life, against your family, against your future, against your marriage. It's the book of Proverbs which tells us, you know what? Without the vision, people perish. You will only perish if you lack the spiritual eyes. I pray that may God open up your spiritual eyes so as you may not perish. No wonder why many believers they are backsliding. Simply because what hits them, they cannot see it. But you can easily see what is going to defeat you, and you will defeat it before it defeats you, or you will just run away if you have the spiritual eyes. I want to echo this words to you, that life is spiritual. The devil will kill you as a rat if you lack the spiritual eyes. When your spiritual vision fades, your passion, desire, and the fire for God also fades away. So I pray that may God always enable you to have the spiritual eyes, and may you always yearn for that. Never move by the sight, but always you need to move by faith. And the best way to move by faith is all about having the spiritual eyes. The Bible talks about two people who were going to Emmanuel, and they were with the resurrected Jesus, and yet they couldn't understand him. And this is what happens until Jesus opened their spiritual eyes and they saw him. That's when they saw, hey, we are with Jesus, and yet we couldn't even recognize him. Just because you are around Jesus, you are around the pastor, you are around the things of God, doesn't mean that you are getting to understand the spiritual things. You will understand the spiritual things as long as you get to have the spiritual eyes. In Jesus' mighty name. So I pray for you that may God open up your spiritual eyes. May you see God in your life. May you see God elevating. May you see God's plans for your life, and may you see the mysteries that are hidden within the dark places, because you have the spiritual eyes. In Jesus' mighty name. May God bless you so much. I love you, but have the spiritual eyes, and then you won't live a blind spiritual life. In Jesus' mighty name. Bye-bye. Stay blessed.